Hello everyone, this is Srushith, Head of Engineering at Confab and an AWS Hero. I have with us Bhuvana. Maybe you can start with introducing yourself with the audience who already probably know you, but still.
Hi Srushith, nice meeting you.
Same.
This is your first reinvent?
Yes.
Okay. And this is my 7th reinvent here. This is Bhuvaneswari Subramani here, Chief Cloud Evangelist at Intuitive.ai, AWS Hero and AWS Ambassador from India. We are here at the AWS reInvent 2025, right in front of the Kiro haunted house. Okay?
So, Bhuvana, before we get into the entire reInvent and everything, you were a part of an experience before the reInvent even kicked for all of us. So, you even came earlier and you were a part of an exciting first time experience. Would you like to talk a little bit about it?
Okay. So let's set the context with the Road to reInvent Hackathon. Road to reInvent 2025 is a high-stake hackathon organized by AWS to kickstart the reInvent itself. So this was planned with boarding 50 top technologists on board into 5 buses with 10 teams, each team having 5 team members. All of these team members are from different countries, different time zones. Not a friend of each other, for sure. Of course, we are all AWS heroes and AWS community builders. With the community spirit, we love each other. So that's the Road to reInvent Hackathon.
That sounds amazing. So you mentioned that you're probably not even friends with the other teammates. And I understand, I saw the pictures and everything. They're all from different parts of the world. And I'm sure there was a lot of challenges in terms of communication. The time zone, I'm sure, would have been a big challenge. How was it before the actual Road to reInvent happened? How were you communicating, coordinating with those people? What are the various challenges and how did you overcome?
Okay, so the moment we got an announcement saying that, hey, here is your Road to reInvent team and you're going to be part of Navy Blue team, then I went and looked into the friends as part of the team. We had 4 AWS heroes, Adam Vian, Security Hero, and we had Rob Coach, we had Harpreet Sidhu, who's a community builder, and we also had Gerardo, he is a security hero as well. So we're all from different time zones, different countries, with a common spirit which united as AWS community. That's all I know. We thought we'll schedule a call, we'll discuss during my mornings and US mornings, right? The calendar had the scheduled meetings, but hardly people would be able to make it because of their work priorities and the time zone differences. Adam comes up and says all the time, these guys meet when I'm fast asleep at 2 a.m. What am I supposed to do here? That's how the conversation used to be. And it was post-diverse team, I would say. We are all not native English speaking people. One of the team members is too good at technically, but still it's not a native English speaking person. Had little difficulty in that. And the other person, Rob especially, he's somebody who is deaf by birth and he always needs an interpreter to communicate between Rob and us, right? So he's the only hero who is with this, I would say, special adversity, and he's somebody who has turned all the adversity into the opportunity.
But he's the sweetest person.
He is the sweetest person. People love him a lot. And thanks to AWS, whenever Rob comes to reInvent or Rob comes to AWS Hero Summit, he is always accompanied with 2 interpreters who helps to translate or interpret between us and Rob, right?
Yep.
The same thing. So we were the people who didn't have 5 people in the team. We had 7 people with the interpreters on board as well. So that was quite a fun and a huge diverse team.
That's amazing. The time zone challenges, the language challenges, but you all overcame all of those things. So let's start with the challenge that you guys built. Now, give us a brief introduction of what did you build, and then I'll get into the details a little more, asking more questions about the same.
Should we talk about what we built on the bus or before the bus?
Oh, you built something before the bus as well?
Oh my God. Okay. So we started with a manifestation to the team. All that we are going to do is let's manifest that we are going to win Road to reInvent Hackathon. That was my first statement to my team when we started. We're all in game for it. Some didn't join the meeting, but that's okay. The manifestation was there in the Slack as well. I can tell you the screenshot or share the screenshot. So when we started, we wanted to build something cool which will increase the developer productivity. So when we wanted to increase the developer productivity, the Kiro is the IDE which is going to be used for Hackathon, which was fixed. So we thought we'll build something cool. Before even the developer productivity tool, we built some other cool stuff as well. But let me talk about something called Kiro Forge.
Okay.
You can find it on our website as well, kiroforge.in, which is live and running.
Oh, okay.
This is a developer productivity tool custom built for Kiro IDE, as well as we have an MCP tool which can work with other agentic IDEs.
Oh, that's
ADs. So I'll tell you how it works. So when you take Kiro IDE, you're going to download this Kiro Forge extension from our website, kiroforge.in. When you apply this, you'll be able to configure to your own S3 bucket. You'll be able to configure your own API key IDs. We also have the backend infrastructure setup. Actually, the steps would be like that. So you can set up your infrastructure backend on your own AWS environment. We have complete code which is available using SAM template implemented.
Oh, perfect.
You can take it and apply and set up your backend first.
Okay.
Once you set up the backend, you will have the S3 bucket and API IDs. And now get into your Kiro IDE. From the IDE, you're going to install Kiro Forge extension, which you can download it from our website itself.
Oh, nice.
So you apply this, you will be able to connect to your backend S3 bucket to pull your steering files and hooks. And also we have added something called functional skills, quality skills I would call it rather. So this is going to pull all of that. And then your Kiro gets loaded already, right? Your steerings and hooks are going to help you build something great adhering to the enterprise standards. You can define your infrastructure as a code best practice, security best practices, testing best practices, all of that you can define in steerings and hooks. You might wonder what is that functional skills and quality skills. So you might want it to run through a set of analysis and alert the problems. That's what we wanted to do in your code base, right?
Okay. Yep.
You take any code in any folder, you just load into Kiro. As soon as you open the IDE, in like in a minute, less than a minute, it'll run through the code, follow all the quality best practices and say, hey, here are the 10, 20 problems that you have. It gets listed in the problems section of this IDE itself. So you can right click and say, fix this, Kiro is going to fix it for you.
Nice.
And one cool and interesting thing is, so you work on 10 projects and 5 projects. You might wanted to see how many credits have been
very
consumed,
important.
and how much tokens has been used for every project, so that you can be cognizant about defining your steering files or your prompt that you put in, right? So this will give you on the entire metrics of how you effectively used Kiro. And not just that, from IDE, this also gets sent to the dashboard that we have built. So you'll be able to see for self-analytics, and your team enterprise can also see, hey, how the team has been performing overall with the usage of Kiro.
Oh, nice.
How well it can use it, all of that.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, I'm now a little confused. This itself is a lot of work. And how come you didn't use that for the Road to Reinvent Hackathon? I mean, was there a change in the requirement or change in thought? You felt like, no, we don't want to do what we have already built. We want to really code on the bus. What was the thought process?
So before I answer this, let me add another component of our tool itself. We spoke about the Kiro Forge extension. We also built something called MCP, the Real Model Context Protocol here. Okay. So this MCP server actually pull the steerings and hooks from your centralized S3 bucket and place it in your Kiro. So it can get it for you, and you as a great developer, you might work. That's a reinvent. You can see a lot of friends coming all over. So you can actually get this MCP to fetch the steerings and hooks for you, and later, you're fine, you're absolutely fine. So when we are actually working on this, once MCP is applied, you're working on it and you say, hey, these are great stuff. And I would like to share it with my enterprise as well. So you have a facility to push your code into S3 bucket. That can be used enterprise-wide, post-approval and other stuff.
Oh, wow.
So this was like super cool stuff.
And you built so many things.
And Kiro extension is for Kiro. And we had this MCP tool for AI native with cursor or anything else, right?
Yeah.
So that was the product.
Okay, now that's quite a lot. Now, but your hackathon winning project was not that.
That's exactly. So when the day arrived, we were all prepared, right? I had the presentations ready. Our team had the code ready. We know what we are doing. We were all set. I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to present. So, and then we came with a surprise that, hey, this is the problem statement that you're going to solve. You know what it was? It has to be the most pointless problem solving.
Okay.
Magnificently impractical, and the way how you present it should be completely entertaining and humorous. It all one together. That's what is the expectation.
Oh wow! So that was the requirement.
That was the requirement.
Oh, okay. Now the project makes a little more sense, I guess.
So now we are all completely aligned. We had absolutely no clue what we are going to build. We got onto the bus and they said, hey, your time starts now.
Oh.
You're fully monitored, you're being recorded. And you know what? I was invited to be a spokesperson on behalf of my team, where periodically I'll provide updates to the team who are sitting there in reInvent, doing live streaming. That was a wonderful experience. And most importantly, at the end, we need to present this within 60 seconds. That
The elevator pitch, yeah?
The elevator pitch, okay? We are all geared up for that. We started brainstorming. When we were working on it, so Kiro forced the productivity tool is not going to help here.
You needed something completely opposite to what you built.
Exactly. So we wanted to see, we built productivity. Now we'll do the opposite of it. We'll make it so pointless and useless. That was our intention. So when we wanted to build something which is totally no developer on earth would try to do it, and no enterprises will entertain such kind of thing. So that's what we wanted to do it, right? So we started building extension. Then eventually we felt at some point in time, hey, extension is not going to help. Let's focus more on MCP.
Okay.
And how we defined our MCP is model context protocol. That's what we all know, right?
Yep.
This is the massive confusion protocol that we built. The intention of this massive confusion protocol is actually to screw up things, to confuse the developer. Instead of increasing the developer productivity, our intention was to create chaos for the development teams. That was the intention. Okay, now we are ready with the theme. We left the extensions aside. We wanted to build a website to showcase our product.
Okay.
And we decided that our name is going to be Auric, which is the evil twin of Kiro. K-I-R-O. Auric is the evil twin, which is O-R-I-K. So we purchased a domain called auric.dev.
Okay.
And we started building a website on one side, thinking that our MCP tools and other stuff will be ready by the time website is ready. So parallel development was on.
Nice.
And so the MCP tool was being built. It was taking all pointless stuff. You tell me how many lines of code will make a Hello World application?
Maybe 3, 4, I guess.
Okay, in Java it gave it with 3 lines. Our friend, a fellow hero Adam is like a Java fan.
Okay.
So 3 lines of code, Hello World. We built such a complex architecture using Agentic IDE, Kiro, and a whole lot of AWS services to build Hello World in 600 lines of code. And it still worked. Okay?
Oh my. 3 to 600.
Exactly. So our project came in such a way that this has the complete capability of creating the enterprise kiosk for all the developers, with an intent that 3 files can be converted into 3,000 files, and adding 17 layers of abstraction to add complexity as much as possible. And the outcome, unimaginably complex, completely unreadable. Of course, it brought in eternal job security. That was guaranteed from our team for all of us on the world, right?
Yeah, that's
now
right.
people are facing the unprecedented change.
Absolutely.
So that was our project, and we had the website ready. It was getting ready. We had the MCP tool getting ready. We need the script for that 60 seconds. So we prepared the script. And while the script was there, I went to my friend Gerardo and told them that, see, assume I'm Steve Jobs unveiling the Apple product. Our audit.dev is as important and as cool as one of the finest Apple products. So I'm going to unveil it in front of the audience for 60 seconds. All that I would love to have is a cool video which will run behind, and synchronously we will talk and put our elevator pitch. That was the idea.
Nice.
Wow, Rob fine-tuned in, was aligning with the script. While he reviewed the architecture, all that, he was aligned with the script. We prepared the script, all of us together on board. So we started building. Gerardo created a nice, cool logo for our product. Yeah, with the horns. This is our signature trademark thing for Auric. So we built that. The video was ready. All it was ready, right? We were rehearsing like multiple times. Adam was saying, you would have spoken about it 50, 60 times.
Oh my God.
And every time Rob will come with a mobile phone. Timer on. Bhuvana, go for it. Bhuvana, go for it. And no matter how many times we did, it was not coming with so much perfection and energy. Then Harry and Adam and I was about to go to the stage. Bhuvana, there is a lack of energy. What do you see? Like, I said, don't worry guys. When you give me a stage with the lights on and mic in hand, the energy will pop up. Rest assured. I'm like, they looked at me.
We have seen it so many times.
But they have not seen it. They had that little bit of insecurity.
Yeah.
This presentation on stage is going to carry 25 points. I don't know what she's going to do, right? It will have that. No, the amazing product. Website is amazing.
Yeah.
Everything is ready. That 25 seconds, 25 points, 60 seconds was holding us.
Sure.
Okay, so went on to the stage. Harry was playing the video. We're not going to look back. And we nailed it. We got a wonderful response from the audience, which blew up. And the judges were completely amazed.
Awesome. That's amazing. I know, it is to build chaos. You gave your own version of MCP for that matter. But I'm sure there's a bit of an analytical thinking behind the entire process. So what was the thinking behind building something like this?
Okay, so this is the most valid question because people would think, did you win for building something completely useless?
I'll be honest, I thought for a second.
Okay, thank you for voicing and being honest. Okay, this is based on the inversion thinking, I would say, where you wanted to build something non-existence, overly complex, to unveil the goodness of the technology that is behind it. If you ask me what technology that we have used it to bring in so much complexity, inverse the productivity, and still make it work 100% and production ready. So where we got all these things, right? We used Kiro, spec-driven development for this auric.dev, and we had used AWS services whole lot. S3, we used CDK for complete infrastructure deployment to get it up and running in no time. We used Amazon Strands SDK to build the agents, Amazon Bedrock Agent Core to deploy the agents at a production scale. And of course, with the IAM policies, and we had all the security constraints ingrained, the data at rest is actually encrypted. We brought in all the goodness of the technology. API gateway, Lambda functions, you name it, something we had used to build such a cool solution, right? See how such a complex infrastructure can be built with the latest and greatest of technology to give something unimaginable, right? That was the whole idea. This was purely based on inversion thinking, and that is my complete understanding of it.
That sounds amazing. Before we kind of conclude this, one last tip if you have to give to people, especially someone who's getting started with Kiro or who's probably on the fence whether to try it out with so many other options available, what would you suggest?
Okay, so there are two things. When we built Kiro Forge, we used two different methodologies. The Kiro Forge extensions was built with AI-driven development lifecycle, AI-DLC methodology, which was launched by Dr. Swami in AWS DevSphere back in India, worked upon by Anupam Mishra, Raja SP, Adrian Lucas and Ben Cabanas and the whole of team around them, Kuldeep, Chandra and all have been working on it. And I also got to brainstorm a bit on about the developer productivity from Chandra, a solution architect.
Nice.
He is like a super fan of developer productivity. That's about one part of technology. And our MCP tool, the traditional model context protocol, was built with spec-driven development in case of Kiro Forge. When it comes to our Auric.dev, we used complete spec-driven development.
Okay.
So we were able to see the potential of building something cool in such a short span of time,
Exactly.
right? And help us meet all the standards. See, the product was built with the best practices.
Yep.
So, how the coding standard has to be there, the testings were implemented, the security feature was taken care, the infrastructure was built with CDK and was deployed automatically to AWS. See, all of this goodness was ingrained in this product, right?
Yep.
So, it was awesome.
That's great. Yeah.
And one important thing which everybody keeps asking, so you won this. What was the perks of it, right?
Yeah, of course, most important.
Okay, so we got a wonderful, cool memento.
I saw that, it was really cool. It
Yeah,
felt like something from the movies.
exactly.
Something
So-
the Marvel movies, in fact. Yeah.
I haven't seen. See, I have been getting all kinds of awards for many years, thanks to AWS community, which has gotten everything. But this was best of it all, I would say.
I agree.
Like, yeah. So we got that cool swag. That's again reinvent. So we got a wonderful signature jacket, which was
Oh yeah, the
printed as champion jacket,
Yep.
right? It was so nice and fascinating to wear it along with two great judges, Dr. Swami
Swami.
and Jeff Barr. We'll have to talk about them and their
Of course.
opinion
Yep.
as well. So, and also we had a dedicated card which we all can use it to go to each of the events in the Reinvent conference and of course to the replay party as well.
Oh, that's some perks. I think the list is still going on.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And we had fast forward entry to critical events, be it keynote, signature keynote from Matt Garman, Dr. Bhuvaneswari and Dr. Swami.
Wow.
All of the keynotes, of course. And also, the most important thing is 100K USD for all of us together.
100K. That's big.
That's really big. And a huge thanks to the Navy Blue team who were behind all these things to make this happen. I thank each one of them for being there. And of course, I have to talk about the organizers as well, no?
course,
Who
yeah.
got this crazy idea?
Crazy.
This is Brooke Tennyson.
Yep.
She's known for this. And there is a whole team who made this impossible possible, right? I never imagined that something could happen so seamlessly in a bus from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. One of my dream was to travel by road from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, and thanks to Road to Reinvent Hackathon, it's made it happen. And I wanted to be part of this Midnight Madness,
Yeah.
which was a signature event earlier.
Midday. This time it happened midday.
Midday Madness. And this Road to Reinvent brought me tick marking
Directly
these two
there.
things, directly landing into the Midday Madness. That's how it was. This was Brooke's idea, which was actually supported by the entire organization as a team. Farah jumped in and the entire team of crew,
Yep.
the whole list of people I can go on talking about it who were really there. Ross was there, Taylor was on board from the Heroes team, Jason that was there for the community builders, and our judges, importantly, we have to talk about our judges, right? Dr. Swami, VP of Agentic AI from AWS, and Jeff Barr, Chief Evangelist, were the judges for this high stakes hackathon. Oh my God. They were like, how did you build these guys? Do you all know each other? No. We all met for the first time on the bus to be part of this hackathon. That was very interesting. And one more important thing which I missed to say or I would like to add is, this Road to Reinvent Hackathon winners had also got a great opportunity to network with Jeff Barr and Dr. Swami in a private dinner.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we had the dinner, whole lot of great conversations, lot of photographs.
Wow.
And every time Reinvent gets started with pressing the red button in Midnight Madness, now it's Midnight Madness, these champions, these 5 champions along with Jeff Barr and Dr. Swami were the one who pressed the red button to kickstart the Reinvent.
Wow.
That was unimaginably amazing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we are just doing a recording.
Oh.
Thank you. And that's Reinvent again. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, that really sounds amazing, Bhuvana, and I'm sure we are going to have a talk at UG Bangalore talking about how you built it. Now, the tech part, now we have the story behind it. I'm sure a lot of the audience will be waiting to understand the tech behind it, and I hope we have a session from you sometime very soon.
Of course, I know we're all getting geared up for the AWS Reinvent recap back in Bangalore.
Yep.
But before that, a lot of people have questions, right? So that's when Srushith came up and said, hey, Bhuvana, let's do this interview together. We want people to know what cool thing that we built as part of Road to Reinvent, right? Not just this one team, all the 10 teams really built amazing stuffs.
Yep.
That was unimaginably humorous and you can't stop laughing. Thank you so much, AWS team, for organizing this first ever Road to Reinvent Hackathon. We were super happy and excited to be part of that. And thank you so much for having this great conversation.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhuvana. And yeah, really awesome seeing you here at Reinvent, and see you soon again.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.